I grew up in the South, in a small town where many of us had the proclivities of stealing our grandparents' cars for a ride. But it wasn't like Grand Theft Auto. It was just another Tuesday where I was from. And we always had these myths and legends we heard about these places that had no speed limits. Since all of us were driving early as young men, we were hearing about Montana has a road that has no speed limit. The Autobahn in Germany has no speed limit. So we would dream about these legends. One day we're going to do it. And I would tell these guys, I will be on those two places. I went to Montana and I had learned that in 74, they nixed that whole free speed, however you want. Nixon and Congress changed it. And then they put the speed limit at 55. But Montana pushed back and goes, we'll only give $5 tickets for people to go 80 and 100. So then they went back and switched it to freestyle. And then in 2014, they put it back to 80 in the morning at night. So that dream crushed. That dream roadkill. Limit didn't get to do it. But I was on the Autobahn at 23 years old. I got to access this highway. Porsches, Lambos, everything passing me by. I turned on the music, put on the shades, had 5 on the floor. I was going fast. I looked down at that speedometer, 150. I'd never been 150 before. It's so freaking awesome. But then everybody's still passing. Oh, it's not MPH, it's K. Oh crap, that's only 93. I got a guy driving by drinking cappuccino. Klaus. He's like, hasta la vista, baby. I'm like, oh man, what happened? Well, what I didn't tell you was that I was in a minivan with 15 kids in the back, screaming at me to sign safety waivers, and I'm just blowing that rule off, driving. Sometimes your dreams fail. Sometimes you hit speed limits. Sometimes that's not the way that it's going to go the way that you want it to. But I want to challenge you. What if life is not just about going after your dreams? What if it's about helping others achieve their dreams? What if what Zig Ziglar said is true? Everything you want in life, you might be able to find it if you help others achieve what they want in life. There's a cool feeling I think that we're all chasing. And I'm wondering if some of us miss it because we're not giving away that dream experience. What if on the road to your dream, that even if like me, you failed and you missed it, what if it's at the next exit of helping somebody else? I want to challenge you to be a dream leader. A leader who removes the roadblocks, who helps people find the exit, who turns on the hazard lights and says, come with me. I was on a cool team where we had dream managers. Literally, that was our title. And we would ask every one of our employees, over 300 staff, when they would onboard with us, what's your dream? And then when we would do like Christmas celebrations, we would make the awards instead of just whatever the boss wants, like, oh, let's give away TVs, let's give away gift certificates. We would look at those lists. We'd be like, oh, out of 300 people, 20 people want to skydive. Let's buy 10 free skydives and let's do that. So we would help people by removing roadblocks. Some people just need 150 bucks to reach their dream. Some people just need to meet somebody. There was a team member who wanted to be a meteorologist and he didn't have a lot of money and he hadn't gone to school yet. He was of college age. So we knew that we had a newscaster who would eat at our restaurant. So I went to him, I said, hey man, you know a meteorologist. I need to help this person jump a few steps. Can you connect me to your meteorologist? Took a few months of emails, but for a $10 breakfast, we brought in our local meteorologist, Sydney Jackson, and she met with this student and helped him go further, faster, because we were a dream leader, just removing roadblocks. What could you do to the person next to you on your team? What could you do for them by removing a roadblock, removing a barrier? Maybe you know somebody that they need to know. Maybe they just need 100 bucks. Maybe they just need an introduction. Most of us are sitting around people who have speed limits in their mind. I'm never going to be able to do it. I'm not rich enough. I'm not smart enough. I don't know enough people. But you know somebody that they need to know. The power of who? Be a dream leader who removes and clears the roadblocks and makes a way for other people's dreams. So I never got to do that speed limit dream, but Montana changed the rule, and the Audubon had 15 kids in a minivan, and I didn't have the right influence to make sure that I could do that dangerous thing. But then my wife found another place, And I saw Craig take off his clothes, so I'm gonna take off my clothes, all right? 'Cause I found these salt flats in Bonneville. And I took my son and his truck and I said, you know how I always told you to follow the rules, do the speed limit? This is the day you're gonna get to break all the rules. We took his truck on this salt flat and we went 120, but the three letters are right, MPH. We were flying, baby. We got to do salt donuts. We got to have a dream experience. And watching him laugh like a little boy, watching him be so excited. I didn't get to reach my dream, but I helped him reach his dream. And I tell you what, it is more fun to watch somebody else cross a roadblock and break through a barrier that you can help them. Maybe what the old rabbi said a long time ago was true. If you want to find life, you ought to give it away. Be a dream leader.